Hello, Unit 10, Lesson 7. We're multiplying these rational expressions now and canceling. As long as you have something in the numerator, you can cancel it with something in the denominator. So starting with A, you can take out from the 3 and 6, 3 goes into itself once, into 6 twice. That's fine. Then you have 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 10 5 times. If you can go further, go further. 2 goes into itself once and into 4 twice, which is 5 halves. It's not going to be that easy on the exam. That's just really an introduction. Now, when you get to these more complex ones, all right, you have binomials. Remember, binomials always have parentheses. Now, what we talked about in class yesterday was descending order, meaning that all of these need to be in descending order. And then that has to be positive, the first term. So these are all in descending order, so just factor. X squared minus 4, x plus 2, x minus 2. Difference of two squares. X squared minus 6, this guy here. We have an x and an x. Factors of negative 6, that give me a negative 1, are negative 3, positive 2. Times. Take out a 3x, it's a GCF. You're left with an x plus 5. All over, take out a 6x, you're left with an x minus 2. Okay, start canceling. X minus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2, x plus 2. 3 goes into itself once, into 6 twice. X is gone, x is gone. In the numerator, you are left with an x plus 5. In the denominator, you have a 2x minus 3. And that is it. That is simplified. Now we have monomials. And they're talking about cross-cancel. That just means that you can cancel, again, anything in the numerator, anything in the denominator. So look at what we have here with our leading coefficients. 5 goes into itself once, into 10 twice. Okay, 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Okay, that's it for 2, 3. Nothing else will cancel. Y's. You have 7 in the numerator, 3 in the bottom. I have 4 left in the top. X's. 2 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. I have 1 left in the denominator. So therefore, I have 8y to the 4th all over x cubed. Oh, sorry, that's at 3x. 3x. This was the 3 times x. Okay? Same thing with the next one, letter B. More x's, though. Look at all the x's. Okay? So, if you would like, you could even do 60 x cubed y to the 5th all over 36 x to the 10th y to the 9th. And then it's very similar to what we did in class the other day. Okay? You could do 60 over 36 right in your calculator and get 5 over 3. There are more x's in the denominator. How many more? 7. Okay, same thing with the y's. There are more in the denominator. How many more? 4. So it's 5 all over, 3x to the 7th, y to the 4th. Letter C. Binomials, put them all in parentheses. Descending order. They are all in descending order. Take out a 2x, x plus 6. Take out a 4, x plus 2. Times. 2 sets of parentheses. It's a trinomial. X and x. Factors of negative 12, that give you negative 4, minus 6, plus 2. All over difference of 2 perfect squares, x plus 6, x minus 6. Okay, if I go too fast, just rewind it, play it again. So then x minus 6, x minus 6, x plus 6, x plus 6, x plus 2, x plus 2. 2 goes into itself once, into 4, 2 times. You are left with x over 2. That's it. Okay? D. Parentheses, 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 parentheses. Is everything in descending order? Nope. The numerator is not. That, Mrs. Tuller, where were we? Okay. So, make sure, parentheses, everything has to be in descending order. So this one is not. So that one has to be rewritten as negative x squared plus 9. Then you take out a negative 1, and it's x squared minus 9. It always has to be in descending order, and the first term always has to be positive. So we're back here to factoring. This numerator right here, which is now this one, is a negative 1. X plus 3, x minus 3. Difference of 2 squares. The denominator, GCF, 2x. I am left with x minus 3. That's a 2x squared I took out because there's x cubed, x squared. So you're left with an x minus 3. Okay, times another GCF. Take out a 4x, x minus 1. And then the last one, it's a trinomial, x and x. Factors of the negative 3 that give me 2 are positive 3, negative 1. Okay, what will cancel? X minus 1, x minus 1. X plus 3, x plus 3. And then I have x minus 3, x minus 3. Don't forget these over here. Be very careful. 2 goes into itself once and into 4 twice. X goes into itself once and 1 down there. So we're left with a negative 2 over x. That is simplified. Halfway there. Now, when you're dividing, you have to do one step before you can divide. So that step is to keep the first fraction the same, change to multiplication, and flip the second one. Okay? And again, whatever way you want to use, when they're all monomials, single term, we have a 30 x squared y to the 7th, all over 30 x to the 8th, y to the 5th. 30 over 30, it's 1, gone. Okay, there's more x's in the denominator, x to the 6th. There's more y's in the numerator, y squared. Y squared over x to the 6th. That's it. Okay. B, 30y to the 6th, all over 20x cubed times 8x, all over 24y squared. So if you want to put all these in your calculator, 30 times 8, don't do them in your head, 240. I'm going to do x, y to the 6th because those should be in descending order as well, or alphabetical order. And then 20 times 24, 20 times 24 is 480. And that is x to the 4th. Okay. So then, oh, is that, no, I'm sorry, I was looking over here. That is this part here. I looked at the wrong one. X cubed y squared. Okay, I knew something was incorrect there. So the 240 over 480 is 1/2. Then the x's, there's more in the denominator, 2 more for the x squared. The numerator, there's more y's, so y to the 4th. So it's y to the 4th all over 2x squared. Now, same process when we have binomials or trinomials, aka polynomials. We still have to flip it. So x squared plus 2x minus 8 all over 8x minus 16 times 2x plus 10 all over x squared minus 16. Okay? Now, factor. Boom, boom, boom. Everything is in descending order. Everything's positive. So I have the top is x and x, positive 4, negative 2. Denominator, take out an x, I have an x minus 2. Times, take out a 2, I have x plus 5. X squared minus 16 is x plus 4, x minus 4. So then what will cancel is your x plus 4s, your x minus 2s. 2 goes into itself once and into 8 4 times, which leaves me with, I'll have to find some room for this. This is x plus 5 all over 4 x minus 4. That's fine to leave it just like that. Unless it's multiple choice, then you got to get it to match up. Okay, now this next one, a lot of things going on here. Okay, so this first, negative 15x plus 5. 9x squared minus 1. 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 times x squared minus 5x minus 14 all over negative 15x plus 5. Okay, ugly fives, I know. Okay, so I'm looking at my time. So this numerator, the first one, 3x plus 1, 3x minus 1 times, I'm going to hold off on that denominator. This numerator here is x minus 7, x plus 2. Then we take out a negative 5, and we're left with 3x minus 1. Okay? Arcing. Some people are having problems with arcing. 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Factors of 6 are 6 and 1 that give me the 7. So the first term has to come down. So the 3x squared and the 2. Then we have the 6x plus the 1x. Group the first 2, group the second 2. 3x, and you're left with x plus 2 plus 1, x plus 2. So then we have 3x plus 1 and x plus 2. 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1, 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 2. We are left with x minus 7 all over negative 5. And that's good. Good by me. Okay, the last one. I know I got stuff all over the place. Let me pause it. Okay, I'm back. So x squared, x squared minus 25 by 3x is divided by, so that means I have to multiply it, switch it, x plus 5. Okay? There's only one thing that can be factored. This numerator here is the only thing that can be factored. So that factors the x plus 5, x minus 5. X plus 5's cancel. 3 goes into itself once, into 9 3 times. X1's x1. 3, x minus 5. Which is choice 2, 3x minus 15. Okay, I know we're kind of quick, but you can replay anything. Bring questions tomorrow. Have a good night.